Loves, hi my loves. Hi you guys. I hope you guys are doing great today. If so or if not, please come the fuck on in. This is where I pull a card. We ask, what the fuck is spirit gonna say today? Actually, we sing it. So if you know the song, sing the fuck along. If you guys don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, and a paranormal investigator. Some of my nicknames are the Duchess of Donuts, the Cuss Mouth Angel, as well as the Tarantino of Tarot. So I'm going to read you for filth, cuss my face off. I'm also Sasquatch's twin flame. So get ready for the weird, okay? Just come the fuck on in. We're going to talk about everything. I'm going to pull a card, read you for filth, hopefully. And hopefully it helps you with your fucking day. All right, so let's get the fuck into it. Let's motherfucking go. Again, if you know the song, sing along. There are no timestamps. What's Spirit gonna say today? Who motherfucking knows? Can you please be fucking nice? Because that'd be really, really fucking great. Woo! Guys, we got an interesting card. It's a regular, mundane, everyday card. We got the Two of Swords. Let's fucking talk about it. She's saying nope. You probably are this week too. Let's get into it. All right. Whenever sword shows up, it's going to talk about our mental space. Where the fuck are we mentally? So there's a call to be here and present in this moment. What the fuck is happening? Am I freaking out about the future? Or am I stuck in the past? Okay. So it's a call to be here and present in this moment so that we can face whatever the fuck is coming up and we can use this information to help us. Information is power. Also too, with this air sign with swords, we're going to be dealing possibly this week with Geminis, Aquariuses, or Libras. Extra special attention to Virgos because they're ruled by Mercury, okay? So it just kind of feels like this week with the Two of Swords, we might be dealing with that energy and those themes of those signs. But swords here also too is going to talk about the mental space, making sure that what we're saying is right. Is it real? Is it true? Swords also have a feeling here of the justice, the legal system, okay? And so some of us might be dealing with that this week as well. We'll get into that in just a second. But with swords here, again, pay attention to the mental space. Where the fuck am I? Now, with the number 2 here, this can talk about 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 farts from now, okay? Swords moves second to quickest, fires the first. So I would say maybe weeks to months, 2 weeks to months, but I also read these like the months. I want to return back to February. What the fuck happened here? Did we get a no then? We'll talk about it, okay? So the Two of Swords, whenever it shows up, it is a no. It's a stalemate. It's a nope, nopey, nope, nope, stop. Fuck no, stop. Okay. Also, Two of Swords, one of the things of this card is it's calling for maybe some type of compromise, possibly, if it makes sense, okay? So I think legally speaking, maybe we're going to have to go into mediation, maybe even facilitation or arbitration, okay? But mediation might be a huge part of this, especially we're, again, involved in the legal system. Maybe we're just getting no this week. Or maybe around some of the ideas that we've got coming up here with swords and talking about the mental space. Maybe it just kind of feels like I'm at a crossroads and I don't know which way to go. I don't want to pick either way. Everything fucking sucks. Okay? But also too this week on the wider world, because here in America, we're going through a Nazi fucking coup. The legal system might be up top this fucking week, shutting shit down. We've already been seeing that, okay? Because didn't T-Rump try to bring in like some kind of fucking alien act from 17? So I can't even keep up with all the bullshit. So it just feels like the legal and the legal system will also be involved this week. We'll be seeing possibly here a lot of people within those systems and spaces saying, not today, Satan. God bless. All right, with that being said, if we were looking for a yes or no this week, have you guessed it? It's a no. Unless some kind of compromise is called upon here. Maybe we're ready to kind of like sit down and really think about something, come to the table here with another person, or maybe about an idea, rework it here in some way, shape, or form. I actually think this goes pretty well with Mercury being retrograde right now. So it's just saying, especially with any writing projects, anything that we're saying, we're thinking about doing, information coming through, make sure it's right, real, and true. Double check it before we fucking put anything out, especially, she even tried to jump out of my hands. The 2 here, okay? Which would make me feel about that retrograde. So, and again, maybe call back to February. What happened here? Did we get a no then? Did something start here for us, information-wise, that we feel like we're either getting a no on this week or we don't have enough information and we need to find more? Side note. Now, if we were looking around friendship, love, relationships of all kinds, Two of Swords, we're at a stalemate, baby. Feels like a no right now. We're not moving forward. Again, there needs to be some kind of compromise. Sit down and talk about something with somebody even telling the fucking truth. Take the blindfold off. Look, take the blindfold off and look at something clearly. Anytime swords come up, it's going to remind me of Judge Judy. She doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. She doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. What's right and what's wrong. She'll threaten you before she cares about your feelings. We have watched her and I love her, okay? But like, for real, what's the truth of the situation? That's all she cares about. And I think that's what's being called for here. What is the truth? So there might be a truth finding mission this week around our relationships. Maybe we're trying to find the truth from another person. Like, maybe we're worried this person isn't telling the truth. Maybe we're not the ones telling the fucking truth this week. So there's a huge call this week around our relationships. Make sure that you're telling the truth. You're being honest, real, truthful, fair, and balanced. If we have to deal with anything legal this week, again, this feels as though maybe if we're going to court over children, maybe over a marriage, whatever the fuck, maybe just issues here, maybe even over like a surgery or a medical situation, side note. Again, this feels like there might be compromise. We have to come back and work at something here. Cross all the T's, dot all the I's. Make sure you're bringing all the information. Make sure you have all the information you need, babe. Okay? Otherwise, it's going to be a hell to the no-no. No thanks. Now, if this is more like a love relationship and wondering what the fuck is going on here, maybe how somebody feels, somebody's not feeling it right now. And they can't see a future. They can't see what's going on with this thing. And maybe here somebody just needs more information, or we need to sit down and have a conversation so that everybody's on the same page. How about that? Minimally at least, okay? But yeah, somebody's not feeling it. Somebody's not seeing it. So I think it would be important, again, sit down and talk. Maybe somebody here doesn't want to talk right now, okay? With swords and that hell no in front of her. Respect people's boundaries. Give them the space that they fucking need. And when they're ready, they will reach out to you. Okay? So just respect people's boundaries this week. Please and thank you. Because you would want that done for you, right? Yep, I believe it. All right. Anything else around love and relationships? I would just say this week, before we let anybody in, this also kind of feels like maybe this week we're also kind of looking at the people around us, judging about who stays and who goes. So trust your best judgment, but please take off the blindfold so you can see something clearly. Do not believe every story and something that you've heard about someone, especially if you don't know the person, especially if you don't fucking know the person. Be careful of the information and stories you're hearing about other people this week. Please and thank you. All right. But if you got a feeling that it's a no, then you need to fucking trust that. Now, if we're looking around work and career, again, this just feels like we're getting stalemated. It feels like something's not moving at work. It feels like we're getting a no. Maybe even two here we got fired, especially if we work legally or for the government. Maybe this is going to be taken to legal action, okay? And I would very much be a part of that if that happened to you and if that's lining up with you working for the government and got fired. I would say be a part of whatever legal action is being taken around that this week. That would be important to get that information, be a part of the right group, make sure that we are with the correct people, seeing the correct things, doing what the fuck we got to do here, okay? So it just feels like here with the Two of Swords around work and career, this feels very difficult. Maybe here we have to go in and compromise around something that we don't want to fucking compromise on. We feel very strongly. Okay, I just realized this too in the background. I saw this for the career part, but there is a new moon. It's hard to see, but it's like really fucking faint. Okay, so there is a new moon above her head. So I do feel like this goes back to, well, actually I feel like this might even, well, not only just go back to February possibly or the second of a month, but also I want to say that we have a new moon solar eclipse coming up in the sign of Aries at the end of the month. Okay, so maybe here too, by this point, we'll understand clearly what the fuck we're working with. The truth will come out. Everything will be clear. Trust that shit. And continue to trust yourself, please and thank you, okay, around work and career. If it's a no this week, take it as a blessed closed door. Find where the yeses are. Thank you. If we're looking around health and healing, this would be the time. No more stopping yourself, and especially if you got eyes, head, headache stuff going on, go get it checked the fuck out. Stop fucking with your shit and go get it taken care of, okay? I would say too, this would be a great time to look at something, go deeper on something, maybe get some therapy around something, talk therapy with swords here, and mental therapy so that we can deal with whatever the fuck is at our fingertips. You can face it. You've got this. You are resilient. Guys, for anything else this week, say no if you got to, compromise when needed, and remember, you motherfucking got this.